Hey, juniors, as we move into week 2 of grammar, we are still looking at verbs. And what's different this week is we're going to be looking at irregular verbs. What you had last week were regular verbs. And by that, I just mean when you took a word like jumps, it becomes are jumping. But in the past, all I had to do was add ed or d, right? Jumped. Or past participle, have jumped. So it's not too difficult. When you're a little kid, you learn these words and they go pretty quickly for you, right? But a little kid hears the word catch and it's are catching, by the way. This isn't going to change the present participle stuff at all. But a little kid will say, I catched the ball. And you guys are old enough to know that that's just simply not the case anymore. And so we have to have a different format here. And the past form of catch is caught, or the simple past form, rather. Similarly, it's has caught for the past participle verb. But other words, they change formats twice. So ride in its base form is simply is riding when it's present participle. But when we go simple past, I rode in the car to the store. Simple enough, right? But it's not I have rode to the store. It's I have ridden to the store. How are you supposed to know this stuff? Well, I guess the only real answer is you're supposed to live in the world and just be exposed to it, hear it. And if you haven't heard it before, then when you finally do, you learn it. You add that. The exercises this week are very self-explanatory, but I'm going to explain them again anyway, just because I want to make sure you have no questions. The first exercise that you will do, it says complete these sentences with the principal part indicated in parentheses. So again, we're still using base, present participle, simple past, and past participle. Nothing there has changed. So here you can see the example. She blank her brand new dress. And it's asking for the past participle of tear. So you will have to write in has torn her brand new dress. And that will be how you get that one correct. Remember to write both the has and the torn. Both parts are needed there. The second exercise you do is to highlight a verb form in parentheses that best completes each sentence. Ignore the semicolon after each sentence. And I wrote, yeah, it bugs me too, but it's the way this program is written. So you'll see a semicolon right here at the end of all of your sentences. It has nothing to do with anything. It's just in Schoology. If you want to use this highlight function, it always shows up there at the end. So when you do this in Schoology, if it said the girls written less in the fall than they do in the winter, the answer is going to be wrote. All you have to do is click on that word and it'll highlight like that. That's how you will put your answer in for exercise 2. Exercise 3 is the same except no context. Can you do it? So write the verb form indicated. You don't have a sentence around to figure it out. What's the past participle of creep? And it's either going to be have or has crept. So you'll just write those words down. And if you got it correct, it'll indicate that as such. Those are your 3 exercises. At the end of the week, I'm going to release, I should say Monday next week, I'm going to release the verbs quiz. It is on the first 2 weeks of what you've been doing here. And it's very much just like the exercises we've been doing. So no surprises there. So, of course, if you have any questions, please email me or definitely come to class, virtually so we can talk about this stuff and you can be successful. All right, thanks.